All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect that teach His word in our true faith and sincerity. And yet today, I just going to a lesson about how the Lord, He's claiming full responsibility for the destruction, man. He's putting it out there that He's the one behind the destruction of America and Edom as a whole and the other nations, man. So just going to it. This on Jeremiah 49. Let's see. Yeah, this is let me see where I should start at. Yeah, matter of fact, start at 7. It's Jeremiah 49 and 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? And yeah, that's how you know when the kingdom is falling, is when their wisdom is gone. The Lord is taking away this the wisdom from Esau. Because now you can see it on the lower scale. When a new phone come out, it looks exactly like the last phone. Only thing they did was make it 15% bigger, man. So their wisdom is vanishing, man. They're getting sloppy with these false flags attacks, just everything, man. So that right there is one of the first steps to knowing that the kingdom is falling. And who's doing that? Yahweh Yahushua, man. It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. So Yahweh Yahushua saying He's going to bring these calamities upon Esau, man. It says, if great gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they had enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Yeah, and that's what the Lord did. The Spirit of Yahweh Yahushua have made Esau bare, man. Because the verse above saying you won't leave no grapes, man, because you was a greedy thief, man. You already took the lands of the natives, and you trying to put a wall up to keep Issachar out, man. Which part of U.S., Texas, and California, all that was part of Mexico, man. Part of the land of the Israelites. But you devils, you wanna have everything. Now you thinking about it. You thinking about inhabiting Mars. You already got the world, but that's not enough for you, man. Everything you do is in wickedness, man. Is out of greed, and you being made bare for that, man. It says his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. It said, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. And yeah, because you Edomites, you top banking families, you elites, you're going to escape those missiles, man. You are. But the thing is, you're going to be the first fruits of slavery. Them Joe Six Packs and the lower level Edomites, they gonna eat a missile, man. But they're gonna come into the kingdom through your loins as slaves. But you're gonna experience firsthand the wrath of Yahweh Shai, not by those missiles, but the Lord is gonna send His battle axe, Israelites, to come seek you devils out, man. But you see what the Lord said. He said, I will preserve them alive. So the Lord is not going to let you Edomites get touched by those missiles, man. You elites. You're going to be able to escape. The Lord is going to allow you to escape those missiles, but you're going to be the first fruits of slavery. You got to pick up those bodies, you know. All of that, man. You devils you're gonna have to pay, man. It says, for thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that should altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And you gotta keep on put in mind. It says, for thus saith the Lord. Yeah, I mean, because this is the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord, He is claiming the full responsibility of your discretion, Edom. Because, hey, man, it's already happened. It just got to play out now. That's the thing that you got to understand. It already happened. So nothing that you can do can to prevent this, man. Because if you get a DVD, let's just say the movie Lion King, right? It's already the scenes and everything is already set up. It's already played. It's already made. But once you put it in your Blu-ray player, whatever you got, it's gonna play out now. So you can't stop Scar from killing Simba's father, man. You can't stop that. You just gotta let it play out. I don't care if you pause it. Guess what? I mean, once you hit play, boom, he's gonna have to die, man. You know. It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord. See, the Lord, He putting it on Himself, man. He said He has sworn by Himself. He giving you His word that what He's finna do. It says that Basra shall become a desolation, of approach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. See, man. So the Lord he's telling you, He's making it for sure. Like 1 + 1 is 2. We know that for a fact. Cause math, 1 + 1 is 2. You can't change that, man. The Lord is telling you he said He sworn by Himself, which means He's not a man that He cannot lie, man. The Lord don't lie, man. So he's making it a for sure by putting it on Himself that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. So you Edomites, this whole place of America is going to be laid out, and you devils you Edomites are going to suffer the consequences of what you have done. You know what I mean? And you can't stop that, man. And guess who's behind all this? How about Shema Shai, man? Okay, God, let's see, Slakia. Go back, let's see, let's see, I think that was pretty much the points on that right there. Let's see, matter of fact, yeah, this is, jump down to verse 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that He have taken against Edom, and His purposes that He had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely He shall make their habitations desolate with them. So, hey, man, the Lord, He ain't for you Edomites, man. You got to understand that. But it says, hear the counsel of the Lord, man. So the Lord is counseling about against Edom, man. Matter of fact, let's see. See, this is Ezekiel chapter 35. And 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, see, the word of the Lord. So Yahweh Shema Shai have sent this word unto Ezekiel, man. He sent a message to Ezekiel to tell, he had sent a message to Ezekiel, and it says, son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. See the Lord, you see it says I. That's the Lord. He claimed responsibility for you Edomites discretion, man. That's why we don't have to do nothing, man. That's why we ain't gotta do nothing, man. The Lord, you gotta understand, before we woke up, to this truth, not just knowing that we was an Israelite back then, but knowing the whole role. This was already written, man. So we gotta understand that Yahweh Shema Shai really is wanting these Edomites, man. That's the best way I can put it. He really want these Edomites, man. The thing, you gotta let prophecy play out, But at the end of the day, the Lord is against you devils, and he's telling you that boldly, man. But that was the point I wanted. He's saying that the Lord, he's gonna lay the cities waste. He's gonna make them desolate. He's gonna he's gonna stretch out his hand against them, man. The Lord doing that. And in Ezekiel 33, he says, when I send the sword upon the land, then you shall blow the trumpet. So the Lord, he's telling you, man, what's up. He's doing all this. Matter of fact, and I can just end off with this. Where is that? It's like this Isaiah 63:1. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. See, because the Lord, this is this is his day, man. The day of the Lord is a terrible day, man. Why? Because it's going to be a lot of death. That's why it says trying to wine press along his dyed garments, which the Lord ain't going to be bloody, but that means it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. It's going to be rivers of blood, so to speak. Which this place over here in America, it's going to be a lot of burnt people over here, man. Which, by the way of those thermonuclear missiles, that's going to be the mass death is through those missiles, man, here in America. And guess what? The Lord is the one that's claiming responsibility for it. He claimed, like how like ISIS, they do those terrorist attacks and they get on TV and say, yeah, they were ISIS did this. Well, this how about Shema Shai? You see them chariots, you're gonna know it's your how about Shema Shai that's doing this, man. It says, for I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. It says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So yeah, man, the day of vengeance is in his heart. So the Lord is patiently waiting on this day, man. And he's making, because when you make a death threat, because this is what it's all, when it's talking about Edom, man, especially Edom, the Lord, he sent death threats to the Edomites, man. And when you send a death threat, it's not, boom, it's going to happen right then and now. Nah, he's telling you what he's finna do, which means that's a future tense. So when the Lord come, you can't be surprised when all death and destruction come, man. Which you Edomites aren't going to be surprised, because your pride is blind, has blinded you, and you think, number one, that you're going to be able to defeat the Lord, man. So how about Shema Shai? The day of vengeance in his heart, man, and the things that's coming to you Edomites when all hell break loose and everything that's you $trillions in debt. The Lord is doing that, man. The Lord, everything, man. The Lord is claiming full responsibility, because he's the one that's working on both sides, man. He's the one that sent you Edomites to even destroy yourselves, man. Go to Isaiah 54:16, I had created a smell to blow the coals in the fire. Why? Because you know why? Those missiles are going to be the same thing that's going to take you, man. Psalms 10, let the wicked